Maniacs, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be reacting to another Nukes Top 5, and this is going to be for Top 10 Ghost Videos so scary you'll have gravy pants, which I can only assume means the worst. And you know how I am. I normally pause it when I want to say something, so if you guys have an issue with that, already be aware that if I do want to say something because I don't want to interrupt the video or I don't want to miss anything, I'm going to pause it. Because normally I like to get what's on my mind out right there and then, instead of trying to rethink about what I was going to say after the video, because then I'm just going to be sitting here kind of trying to think about what I was going to say. It's just easier to get out right there and then. I'll find a good spot to pause at. Some people might want me to do that more often, is just find a good spot, pause it, and then continue, which I will try to wait after each segment to do that. So if you like that type of content and you want some more content like this where I just give my honest thoughts about the paranormal, creepy videos, things like that, then definitely make sure you hit that big old thumbs up button. Means the absolute world. Guys, we're on the verge of 30,000 subs. Did you ever think you'd see the day? I feel like we can do it. I feel like we can actually kick ass and get there. So if you want to subscribe, stick around. So let's go ahead and watch the video. I'll give you guys my thoughts.
Jordan Curran and his two children were enjoying a quiet night at an Airbnb in Anchorage, Alaska. It's late in the evening when the kids fall asleep in Jordan's arms, and he takes a video to preserve this precious moment. What happens next absolutely scares the out of him.
Oh shit, dude.
Yeah. Nothing here. Nothing here. Oh my god, I'm so. Oh my god, look, legit goosebumps. Oh my god. What the is that?
Jordan hears a creepy growl, and when he looks at his phone, he spots the dark silhouette of a figure with no visible features standing right behind him. He jumps up and spins around, but there's nothing there. The figure has disappeared.
Okay.
To this day, Jordan still has no idea who or what was in the room with him and his children.
And you can definitely tell it is like an actual person. Like you can actually see where the arm separates from the body right there. If I could show that on camera, like this. But like right there on the, looks like the right side of the person. Very, very interesting. The only reason why I would think this might not be real is because how the hell did his kids not wake up if he got up that fast? That's my thing. How the hell did his kids not wake up? Because they weren't like, you know, I wouldn't say, they're not really the age where I think they'd be crying or anything if they woke up, but they'd be asking like, what happened? What's wrong? Or something like that. But that doesn't even happen. It's just him like actually like, oh shit, getting up really fast, going up and looking, moving the curtains around. He's making a lot of noise, but for some reason the kids never wake up. And the cut seems a little bit off too. Like it just feels like it's just two separate videos put together. So I'm not really sure if I buy it. And that sucks because I'm also a Jordan and I want to, you know, believe in this video, but it looks a little bit too staged in my personal opinion.
Children. He still worries about what might have happened if he hadn't been awake.
Oh,
Yeah, see, no, I just don't buy it because it's like two separate videos. There is actually him not even like moving his kids out of the way and getting up really fast. It's just complete cut. So he had to probably move himself very carefully up so he wouldn't wake his kids up and then film it.
The grip of the grave. Hima Baron, an Argentine star with more than 6 million Instagram fans, usually posts glimpses of her daily life as she travels, acts, and sings. But one day she posts a video on her Instagram story that is very out of character. The video is security footage that shows Hima hanging out at her friend's house in Argentina. Something happens that Hima says still gives her chills to this day. Hima says she felt something forcibly touch her back. She jumps up and turns around, expecting someone to be there, perhaps playing a prank. There's no one. But, did you see it? Well, probably not, because this video looks like it was shot with a potato. But after posting the video to Instagram, Hima's worried fans pointed out that in the video they see two ghostly hands grabbing at her head.
I mean, it's possible. that those could be hands, but to me they look like a camera malfunction. Again, even Nuke kind of just acknowledged that the camera quality is so bad that could be being caused by her hair, because her hair looks like it might be a little bit everywhere at that moment. So I don't know.
And right shoulder. Jimena says that she is shocked and doesn't know what to do other than to just move on and try to forget. Since then, Jimena has never posted anything more about the paranormal. Mimic.
Interesting. I could say that. It's interesting. I don't know if I buy it as paranormal. Her experience could be. The experience could be paranormal. But the hands thing could be just a malfunction in the camera. I know people are going to be like, oh, you're taking the fun out of it. I understand. I'm not saying it's like 100% not paranormal. But with the ghostly hands, it could be just the hair. Her hair. Because if you noticed, it was kind of like going up in places. So like I don't know. And the way that it did disappear was a little bit weird too. It just like it was there and then it just was gone. I don't know. That one's up for debate. Her experience though of how she got up kind of made me think it was real, because she was smiling at them like she was a little bit nervous. That nervous smile people give. I could buy it. I mean, I could.
Melody Rose from Los Angeles, California is recording a TikTok video about perfume when something very strange happens.
Okay, if you're like me and you're looking for a new signature scent that like will have you needing to beat off pause, but
yikes. Already starting your video off like that?
You know what I mean, like you don't have to beat them away. Let me rethink this. Basically, everybody will hunt you down and be like, what are you wearing? Because one time I had left the room and this chick followed me and she was like, even though you're no longer in the room, I can still smell you. What is that?
Well, the reason why she can still smell you is because she's following you.
Bitch this. And I keep buying the Discovery sets. One, because they're cheaper. Two, because this brand has so many scents that I'm like, which one do I even love? Like, I don't know. I'm leaning towards the Arabian Tonka. I think that's how you say it.
Wait.
An unidentified childlike voice can be heard saying, hey, and Melody.
Beat off pause, but you know what? I'm like, which one do I even love? Like, I don't know.
Now, Melody doesn't hear this voice at all. And
well, the melody part could have been just the cat, because it did. Cats make weird noises, so it could have been the cat, and it kind of sounded like it started with an M, which kind of goes and kind of tells me it might have been just the cat. Just trying to do my best here. The hey, I guess could have been the cat too, but it did really sound like a child saying hey.
Is completely unaware of what she just captured. So she switches to another topic and records another video. But then she hears it.
Okay, first of all, why didn't anyone tell me that if you have yeah?
I've done that. I have done that, where I would be home alone, and then someone would call my name, or I'd hear someone say something, and I'd be like, yeah! Yeah! And that's when it would occur to me that, oh, I'm actually here alone. That's happened to me once or twice, where I'd be upstairs and I'd hear my mom or dad say, Jordan! And I'd be like, yeah! Nobody's there. I've had that happen to me once or twice in this house. More than that.
My bad. So I forgot. I didn't think about it. I'm home alone, and I thought someone called me, and I'm home alone. Melody.
That's fucked up.
Maybe it was my cat, and she sounds like a human sometimes.
What's that noise? Someone's dog?
That was you, right?
The way the cat's looking, he's like,
Right?
Someone calls out Melody's name, loud enough that she actually answers back.
Okay, first of all, why didn't anyone tell me that if you have yeah?
But then Melody remembers something creepy. She's home alone.
okay, did you guys hear that too? That noise after it said Mel, and she was like, yeah, and it sounded like someone walked away.
She immediately begins to freak out, and the voice calls her name again.
Melody.
Now, equally strange, a creepy hissing or breathing sound can be heard in the audio of her entire recording. So, after posting the video to TikTok, many viewers believe that Melody is dealing with a mimic, a type of entity that copies the voice of its target and their family in an attempt to take over their life.
I would say that the one reason why I would probably view this with a grain of salt, the only reason why I would do that, and this is no fault to her, maybe she just was not properly thinking in the moment, she was very intensified by what was happening, and I understand that. What I would have done would have been take the phone and start recording everywhere. The room, outside the hallway, down the stairs. I would have been showing people that there was nobody home, because when you don't do stuff like that, when you don't like attempt to try to prove anything, then really there's not a whole lot anybody can go off of besides just a couple creepy voices, which we live in a time of age to where you can just insert those. So I'm not saying she's faking it, because I don't want to come off like that person. She could be 100% being honest, and this could be actually happening. And in which case, I hope that she's gained the help, and people come in and try to help her get rid of whatever she has. And I'm not saying she has to do anything. She's not like a professional paranormal investigator. This isn't something that was going to cross her mind immediately. I need to go investigate. I need to throw on my Ghostbusters uniform and just start going, who are you going to call, right? Not everybody does that, and not everybody is equipped to wanting to do that either. So I'm not saying that she had to do it, but I would have started doing that. But that's just me, because I do find the paranormal interesting. If I heard someone talking in my room or like out in the hallway or something, I would take my phone and start recording it right there, and I'd walk out of the room and start walking down the stairs asking people, did you just call my name?
But others believe that it might simply just be a malfunctioning Amazon Alexa.
It did sound like an Alexa, now that I think about it. It did. I was sitting here thinking that second melody sounded off. Like it sounded like an electronic saying it.
But Melody says that she has no Alexa devices in her home.
Another thing, Alexa, I don't have an Alexa.
So is Melody in danger from a supernatural force? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Scream.
No, this one's called Scream. Okay, but going back to that one, yeah, there's just too much there that could make you look like you're faking it. I'm sorry. That it's just the facts. You didn't bother grabbing your phone. You had a phone, you were recording with it, so you don't have an excuse for that. You could have picked up your phone, started walking around the house. I understand it's your house, you want to be private about it, but you're also posting this on social media where people want to see evidence and proof. And people are just getting to that point now where it's just like, we're not going to believe everything we see anymore. There's still people out there who will do that, for sure, but there's also people out there that definitely want to take it seriously, and they want like people to actually put the effort in to go and find these things and not just tell us that it's happening, right? Yeah, next time it happens, maybe be sure to actually like record everything and go walking around the house and look, right? Do that next time. If you're telling the truth, you got nothing to hide, so just do it that way next time.
Sierra J. Casey, a concerned mother and TikTok user, has been noticing some very strange behavior from her daughter at their Texas home. One day, the toddler comes running out of her bedroom, terrified and refusing to go back. TikTok user Sierra is worried that something might have happened and checks the footage on her Ring nanny cam. What she discovers shocks her to her core. The toddler stands in her room looking around and seemingly confused. Then a loud scream pierces the air, sending the little girl running for mommy. Sierra J. Casey says her daughter claimed that a, quote, woman screamed at her. But when she checked her room, she found no one there. Even creepier, previous videos show the toddler being scared in her room before, seemingly staring at someone that we can't see. Now, Sierra Casey believes she might have caught a ghostly encounter on camera, but worried TikTok viewers warn her that it could be something worse. A hacker accessing her Ring camera. So is it a ghost caught on camera?
I was actually curious about that myself. I was sitting here thinking because unfortunately we also live in a world where people will do things to their kids, set up speakers, scare them for views and things like that. We live in a world where a lot of people do that just to take advantage. And I'm not saying that everybody who scares their kids and has fun with it is like a bad person or anything like that. Don't get me wrong. But there are actually people out there who will put their family in like a reality show. Like they'll put them in these situations. They'll booby trap the house as like making it look like it's paranormal than scare their kids to make it look like they had a legitimate reaction to what was actually just a bunch of bullshit. Just for views, because they know that's a good way to make profit, and people like to do that shit. It's just the world we live in, guys. That's just the reality of the situation. This is not anything new. A lot of everyone in the paranormal community is aware of it. Probably get a new camera or something along those lines to see if it happens again. Because, yeah, it would be fucked up if there is someone watching your kid. I don't even know if I'd want a camera in my child's room at that point. I understand why people do it, but I would not want anybody else looking at my kid. It could be paranormal, but the fact that it keeps happening over where the camera is almost tells me it's probably not paranormal.
Or something even more terrifying. A real person
She looks at the
watching
camera all
and
the time.
scaring a little girl in her bedroom.
Yeah, I think it's the camera. She is looking at the camera constantly.
We need scary videos. So if you see a scary video that you think would be great on the top 5, email us at nukestop5@gmail.com. The old Bayless paper mill. While on a motorcycle road trip, Kenneth Statkin and his friend Justin decide to explore the ruins of Bayless Paper Mill in Austin, Pennsylvania. The paper mill was destroyed over 100 years ago when the nearby dam collapsed, sending a massive wall of water crashing down on the factory. 78 people lost their lives. Now it should be noted that Kenneth and Justin are not YouTube paranormal investigators. They're not even urban explorers. They are just curious travelers passing through. So, when the guys arrive in town, they meet a local man who warns them that the Bayless Mill is haunted by the victim's ghosts, and that he has even had a paranormal encounter himself.
That you definitely think that place is
Oh
haunted
yeah,
down there?
most definitely. The paper mill's haunted because I went there the one night, me and my buddies. We all went over there and like something ran behind us.
No kidding.
On Snapchat, like he caught it on camera and everything.
Kenneth and Justin arrive at the
I'd love
paper
to see that
mill and
footage.
begin exploring the decaying structure. Just as the sun is starting to set on their day, Kenneth and his friend find the mill's dark basement and head down to check it out. And this is when things take a very creepy turn.
I feel like I have seen this place before. I honestly, I love exploring videos. I love when people go to these old places. I don't know if I'd ever do it myself. And the reason why I would never do it is because that one time that would be me going in there, it would be the one time that the building would want to collapse on top. Because that thing does not look like it has many legs left on it.
Oh my goodness.
And let's go down there and see what's happening.
You want to go down there?
Absolutely.
He's like, hell
Let's
no.
do it.
Okay.
Little did we know the experience we would have would leave chills running down the back of our necks the rest of the night.
Oh, gotta give that really intense narration to put everybody in the mood.
Hold on, I want to get that lower, closer down here.
There's a bone in the beaver dam there. Good.
Holy sh**.
See it right there?
What is it?
A bone. Bone.
I don't see it. Oh,
Oh,
it
yep,
is.
there it is.
What the f***? Holy smokes. What was that?
Oh, now you ask?
Hello?
Fuck that, dude.
Yep, get the f*** out of there!
Yep, no more of that.
That I actually believe it. I actually believe that really did happen. And that actually was weird because it sounded like a little kid, kind of depressed little kid or something like that. And he's like, "Nope, let's get the hell out of there." And they're laughing about it. Like that actually seemed like it genuinely freaked him out.
Did you hear that?
Oh yeah.
What was
I
that?
have no f***ing idea.
The two explorers hear very bizarre sounds, and then a strange voice is heard from the darkness. It sounds very close by.
It could be an owl.
What was that?
Now, the first whimpering sounds could
Is that a weird guess of me to say? Like an owl? The like, ooh, 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 like that. It could be, and with the echo, it might sound a bit weird.
be explained away as simply the odd calls of some strange animal.
Yeah.
However, the last sound is different. It's much
It
louder
is.
and almost sounds like someone or something calling for help.
Hello?
I mean, whatever it is, it definitely sounds like the same kind of thing, but it was just a lot closer this time. I mean, it could be the same thing. It might not be. It might actually be in a spirit. Who knows, right? But that's a bit. It would have made me jump. I probably would have been doing the same exact thing. I probably would have been out of that room.
So the question is, if this was an animal, why would it come closer to the sound of people instead of just running off? Well, whatever it is, Kenneth and Justin are freaked out, and they decide to just get out of there. So considering the mill's tragic history, could it be that Kenneth accidentally captured the ghostly voice of one of the 78 people who passed away when the Austin Dam collapsed? You decide. The Haunted Hill House. The Hill House in Mineral Wells, Texas is said to be one of the most haunted locations in the U.S. The home is owned by Catherine and Edward Estes, who allow guests to rent out the Hill House overnight so that they can have their own supernatural experience in the home. Visitors have reported hearing voices, being scratched and bitten, and some have even had things thrown at them. The owners say that most guests get so freaked out that they leave early and often don't even make it through the night. So one night, a group of friends rent out the Hill House just to have a little spooky fun. Now, none of the group are paranormal investigators. In fact, they're not even really believers in the supernatural at all. But that is about to change. One member of the group, Victoria, lays down on a bed and jokingly starts to taunt one of the spirits that is said to haunt the house. Needless to say, it did not go well.
I feel like I've seen this. Yeah, she got thrown off the bed.
As
Yep.
you can see, she was yanked off the bed. This was not a fall. And then they ran out. We're going to rewind that and we're going to show you in regular screen.
Now, it's unfortunate. It really is unfortunate that that guy was, of course, standing right where her leg would have been pulled. That is unfortunate because that does make it look like it was fake. And by the way, I'm now looking at the footage. Does it not look like she's smiling as she's running out of the room? It doesn't really look like she is terrified looking. She looks like she's smiling running out of the room, like that was exciting. I don't know, that's a bit... I'm not sure if I buy it, actually, because of that look on her face. It doesn't look like she's that scared.
Something seems to violently yank Victoria right off the bed as her friends watch in horror. The security camera in the room catches the action as Victoria quickly gets to her feet and the group just makes a run for it. One of the guys is so panicked that he drops his phone and doesn't even stop to pick it up. Now, cut to
Well, I mean, I've dropped my phone many times without being in panic, and I've left it in certain places. I mean, that just happens.
Almost 1 hour later, it's around 3 in the morning and a guy named Drew wants to test out this supposedly paranormal activity for himself. He enters the same room and immediately begins to aggressively taunt the ghost. He says that the spirit is a coward and that if it really wants to attack someone, why doesn't it attack a man?
Same room.
Look at the guy in the white hat right here, guys. Follow him.
Okay, again though, why are people standing in front of them? That is a reoccurring theme I am noticing with every time something is about to happen, is that there's always someone standing in front of the camera, right in front of the person who's about to have an experience.
Before I can even finish my sentence, I'm in the air.
Alright, we're gonna pull it back.
And then he's smiling. The guy right behind him was smiling. Why are you smiling? If it's that scary, if we're actually like that supposed to be terrified, why are you smiling? I've noticed that several times now.
Did you see he got pushed?
See, that guy with the beard was actually like smiling.
So, Drew gets his wish. He is violently shoved by something.
It looks like he jumped back. It didn't look like he was pushed. It looked like he jumped back.
And he almost knocks down his two friends as he runs from the room.
And that's how they kind of make up for it too, is that they kind of make it look intense by like knocking into each other, like acting like they're in a panic and running out of them. That's how they really fool you. I don't know if I buy it, guys, to be honest. It looks pretty set up. It looks pretty fake. And the fact that there's always someone standing in front of the person who's about to have an experience doesn't really feel too good for me.
It gets even weirder. Because as Drew and his friends run out, something seems to yank the door closed behind them. And if you watch closely, you can actually see the doorknob move as if it's being pulled.
Oh. Or someone's pushing the doorknob and it's going in. Do you get what I'm saying?
Since these creepy incidents, the Haunted Hill House has gotten national recognition online and through various news outlets. Sean Gigi, a news reporter for local TV station WFAA, goes to the Hill House to interview the owners, Catherine and Edward. But what he doesn't know is that he too is about to have a paranormal experience, all caught by his own news camera.
What was that?
Did you hear that?
In the middle of the interview, we heard something scratching. My microphone didn't pick it up very well, but I'm being completely honest when I tell you I heard it clearly.
Okay, this is no... Here's the thing about this, guys. When it comes to news stations and things like that, I don't necessarily trust them all too much. Even when they say they're being completely honest, they probably were hoping or wanting something to happen on camera to get people talking about it. And I know for a fact that they like to involve themselves a lot, because I remember when I was watching Angry Grandpa, and they were talking about how like the whole crew came over and they were filming Angry Grandpa and whatnot, and they wanted Michael to set Angry Grandpa off for the camera purposes. They wanted him to go off. And apparently they wanted a reality show surrounding him. So they probably wanted something to happen so they could be like, yeah, look at this guy. He's insane. He gets angry. So you have to come and watch our show, our new reality show. I don't know if I buy the stuff that have happened so far within the videos I have seen with this house. Specifically just the stuff in this Nukes Top 5 video. It doesn't look genuine. It looks all scripted. It looks all planned out. It just does not feel real.
And the creepy incidents at the Haunted Hill House just don't seem to stop. Because remember Victoria, who got yanked off the bed by some unseen force? Well, a year after her first terrifying visit, Victoria returned to Hill House again. And this time, something scratched her back so badly that her shirt was soaked in blood. So is the Hill House in Mineral Springs, Texas, one of the most haunted places on Earth? And would you stay overnight and taunt the spirits inside? Let me know down in the comments. It follows. Memo and Patty, a couple who explore haunted places in Mexico, visit a cursed forest where a woman mysteriously vanished without a trace. Soon after this investigation, the couple begins to experience strange, unexplained events in their home that absolutely terrify the entire family.
No mames. No seas.
No way.
No seas mamón, güey. No. No. Allá adentro no hay nadie, ¿eh? Se los juro que allá adentro no hay nadie, güey. El cuarto está completamente solo.
Show us.
Ahora, ¿qué mames? No sé, ¿lo grabas?
Aquí estamos nosotros. Sí, lo grabé. Checa, se va a ver. Sí, lo grabé.
Mamo and Patty begin to worry that the spirit of the woman who disappeared in the woods might have followed them home, restless and unable to move on to the other side. The paranormal activity in the house becomes so intense that it even starts to wake them up at night.
¿Quién eres y qué quieres? Espérate. Ten cuidado, te vas a caer. Ay, cabrón.
Hay que bajar.
Ay.
En nombre de Jesús. Te ordeno que te largues de nuestra casa.
¡Oh, la madre!
The couple is horrified when they hear the voice of a sobbing woman.
Even if it's 100% fake, dude, I'm starting to get watery eyes, man. I don't do crying. If I hear anybody start crying in my house when I know there's nobody here, I'm done. I'm out. You ever played Left 4 Dead? You know the witch? Oh, childhood trauma right there.
Coming from somewhere
thank you,
in their
man.
home. Memo checks everywhere, but there's no one there. Now, I should mention that Memo and Patty stream many of their paranormal encounters live on YouTube as they happen. They say that they want to prove that their experiences are real and absolutely terrifying. So, cut to another night, and the family is woken up again by sounds coming from outside their bedroom. Memo immediately starts live streaming from his phone. What happens next is downright chilling.
Espérame aquí.
Yo te ordeno en nombre de nuestro Señor Jesucristo que te alejes, que te vayas. No tienes cabida en este hogar. No tienes cabida en nuestras vidas. En nombre de Jesucristo yo te expulso y te despojo de este lugar. Te despojo. Lárgate. Ser inmundo.
Live viewers watch in horror as a woman's face can be seen looking in through a window.
But it's so small. But like, why is it so small? It looks like a doll, actually. It doesn't even look like a face. It looks like a little doll sitting right there.
Window is on the house's second floor. Memo is unaware of what has just happened. Then he finally reads through his live stream chat.
La ventana. ¿En esa?
¿Qué hijo?
En la ventana de las escaleras. Esa. ¿Qué vieron ahí? Sí, ¿qué vieron? ¿Qué vieron?
¿Qué había?
¿Qué había? ¿Pero qué?
Ay, no.
No mamen, no manches, no. Sí, no puede, es imposible que haya alguien ahí parado. Y les voy a demostrar por qué. Ay, Dios, me da cosa bajar, hija. Miren.
No hay manera de que nosotros podamos subir a la superficie.
No, miren, ahí está la ventana, ¿sale? Jálale aquí, hija. Ay. Chéquense. ¿A dónde está la ventana? ¿Ya vieron? O sea, son aproximadamente como 4 o 5 metros a la ventana.
Memo shows that it would have been impossible for anyone to look through the window on their second floor, as it's just way too high for anyone to reach. So just who or what?
Okay, I can kind of see a woman now. I'm kind of seeing like an elderly woman looking in.
Is this?
It's weird. It's weird because it looked like it was so small it could have been a doll. But now if you look closely, you can actually see a little bit of a woman's face. It's weird. I don't believe it though. Personally, I don't buy it. But
Memo and his wife don't know what they might have brought home from the haunted exploration of the woods.
Why are you outside?
Is it a lost spirit looking for help? Or something more sinister? A night at the museum. Unfortunately, the source of this next creepy video is unknown. The video shows security guards at a museum somewhere in Kazakhstan watching the CCTV camera at 7:30 at night. The guard spots something absolutely unnerving.
Holy shit.
Көрдіңіз бе осы тағы? Призрак. Иә, көрдіңіз бе? Призрак жүр.
Храм жабық тұр.
Храм жабық тұр, иә.
That is bizarre.
Сіз жасап жауап көрдіңіз.
That is fucking weird looking.
Көрінгенде сіздің есіңіз шығады.
Looks like a person.
Бұны көрдіңіз бе? Елес жүр ғой, елес. Призрак.
A pale figure that appears to be wearing a white gown is curiously walking among the museum exhibits.
And it's
the
transparent
guards have
as hell.
no explanation for what they are seeing. They believe the mysterious figure is a ghost. But without a reliable source for information, we'll never know exactly what happened here.
Yeah.
So is this a genuine paranormal encounter? As always, I leave that up to you to decide.
It's tough, man. It's tough to tell. Cameras can malfunction in so many ways. And I know that's a probably tiresome excuse, and I apologize, but it's very much true. Security cameras specifically are so grainy and whatnot, and have so many issues that it wouldn't surprise me if that was just a camera malfunction in a sense, but also at the same time, I wouldn't be really surprised if it was kind of paranormal in a sense, but it also could be just fake. I mean, there's so many possibilities with this one. I'm kind of more leaning into it probably being fake because, again, there's no original source, and that already is kind of sketchy.
The Window Watcher.
That keeps people from avoiding questions, you know?
Popular urban explorer Colin from the YouTube channel The Bearded Explorer is traveling through France when he finds the perfect abandoned house to explore. The two-story house has been abandoned for years, and it seems that the former owner has left almost everything behind. Colin films his exploration as he carefully walks through the house to discover its secrets. He takes photos and videos for his social media and eventually leaves, satisfied that he has documented everything of note inside the house. But it isn't until he looks back at the footage later that he discovers that he had missed something while filming the outro for his video. Something very spooky.
We catch like a ghost?
Right guys, well that is it for today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe. Please go and check out the Instagram, which is the _.
That's fucked up. That is actually messed up.
Also go and check out the Facebook page. Like always, I'll put all the pictures on Facebook, 10 of us on Instagram, and I'll see you on next week's video.
Someone can be seen peeking out the window from behind a curtain.
And just drops it.
Now, I have carefully watched Colin's entire uncut video, and there is absolutely no sign of anyone inside that house. From the moment Colin enters, no sound of movement can be heard. The only noise is from Colin himself as he wanders around the house. Even creepier, this is not the only strange thing that he captures on video during this visit. After he posts the video to YouTube, one of Colin's sharp-eyed viewers spots something truly bizarre.
So we'll start with this one first because this one looks like it's got a lot of stuff inside, and it has. I've got some more photographs here, look. The ceiling is completely covered in mould. Bit of condensation up in the corner again. Look at this, the cupboard completely filled with clothes.
Did I miss something?
Wow. Absolutely amazing. Look at that, it looks as if something's been climbing in. Oh God. I mean, in the bag just hit my leg. I thought someone tapped my leg. It looks as if something's been climbing in here and sleeping in here maybe.
Did you see it? In the reflection of a cupboard mirror in a bedroom, a pair of feet can be seen standing underneath the window curtain.
Jeez, dude. Nope, that means there was actually probably someone living in that house.
Almost as if someone is hiding behind the curtain. But when Colin pans the camera back towards the curtains, the mysterious feet are gone. Also, if we look back at the footage from a couple of minutes before, there were no feet there when Colin entered the bedroom. So, did the urban explorer accidentally capture not one?
Okay, that's pretty cool. I almost have to see the full video, but that was pretty neat, I gotta admit.
But 2 paranormal events on camera? Let me know. You can watch this entire exploration and many more over on the YouTube channel, The Bearded Explorer.
Damn.
Night Watch. A security guard working at a factory in Mexico is confused when he meets a new employee that no one, not even his boss, has told him about. The next day, he complains to a coworker about the odd conversation he had, only to be told that there is no new employee. When they check the building's security footage,
I think I saw this.
They are shocked.
He actually, like, someone comes, no one's there, but he starts talking to somebody. Yeah, there's no one there. There is like a blurriness to the camera, but That is fucked.
It's clear in the footage that the guard has a full-on conversation with no one. He pulls out the chair next to him and waves for whoever he's talking to come sit down. And that's not all, because did you see it? Right as the guard pulls out the chair,
there is somebody
a dark
walking.
figure with arms and legs seems to move past him and then disappear into thin air. Many believe that the security guard was talking to the ghost of an old employee who might have passed away at the factory. Maybe even someone who had a fatal accident on their first day of work. But is this a real ghost caught on camera or not?
I don't know.
That is up to you
I don't know.
to decide.
It looked really CGI, if I had to be honest. For all I know, you know, this guy could have just set this up. He probably knew there was a camera there. He could have been just putting on his whole charade, this whole show, and maybe just going along with it. I don't know, but it's weird. It was certainly weird.
Thanks so much for watching. Maybe watch one of these videos, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you, Nuke. I appreciate you, man. So yeah, most of those, I mean, the one that really creeped me out was probably the crying. Even though like, I'm 100% confident. I'm 100% confident it was fake. It still got under my skin because I just do not do things that are crying off in the distance. I think that is some of the most terrifying things. It's one of the most terrifying things you could ever hear. It's just something crying off in the dark somewhere. No, thank you. You don't know whether it's actually someone who's hurt or if you're looking and there's nobody there. It's creepy. It's just overall unsettling. So that one's probably the one that was going to stick out to me the most. Towards the end, though, where the window opened, yeah, it could be set up. I'd have to see the full video, obviously. But, man, it was still creepy. The window opening like that and then shutting. The curtain moving like that. It was just, yeah, weird. So let me know in the comment section, which one got under your skin? Which one creeped you out? I know there has to be several under there that really kind of, yeah, made you unsettled. So let me know. Hit the like button. I'll see you in the next one. Please do take care.